going on YouTube? This is Citrus here with round 2 against TwistySpinyAP. And this is an RU battle. I lead off with Steelix, he leads off with Ferocity, he decides to switch into Torkoal. And he suffers a lot of stealth rock damage, and I'm able to knock him out with a few earthquakes, but he is able to get the rapid spin off to knock away the stealth rock. As he goes into Electros, I go with the Protect to see what he has, and he actually carries Flamethrower. So I switch into my special wall, my Cresselia. I set up some Calm Minds and Trick Room as he switches into Kecleon. And he goes with the knockoff to knock off my leftovers, which kinda sucks. I could be using that leftovers right now, but whatever. He goes with Seismic Toss. It does just under quarter damage, as I do run max HP on this Cresselia. He keeps going with Seismic Toss as I try to set up some more Calm Minds. I go with the Psyshock, now with I think it was +2 or +3 Calm Mind. But he switches into Ferocity, so I switch into Steelix. He gets Leech Seed off, and I went with the Taunt, but he switches into Swallow, and now that I'm Leech Seed, I don't want to stay in, so I switch back into Cresselia just to take whatever Swallow has, and now he switches into Chatot, which I completely did not expect. It's absolutely hilarious. I've never battled Chatot online, but this is going to be a really interesting experience. I go with the Trick Room. He goes with Ominous Wind. I'm guessing he's either Choice Scarf or Choice Specs, because he's just using Ominous Wind over and over again. So I try to Trick Room and Calm Mind, and also Moonlight stall him, get my HP back. Just keep trying to rack up some Calm Minds. As he keeps going with Ominous Wind, also maybe to like get the boost, like as it boosts all your stats sometimes. And he switches back into Ferocity. And unfortunately he does get Toxic on me. I did not expect the Ferocity to have Toxic on it. I thought it had some other move, but it actually carries Toxic, so that kinda sucks. I really did not want my Cresselia to get poisoned. So now I switch into Steelix, and I got kinda lucky because he missed with the first Leech Seed. He hits the second, however, as I set up another layer of Stealth Rock, and he will not be able to knock out this Stealth Rock because his Torkoal is gone now. He switches into Chatot now, as I switch into Gallade, and I go with the Close Combat, and it is out. This is my Scarf Gallade. I usually just use Close Combat with Gallade because it absolutely rapes. So I switch into Cresselia now. I was not sure if I was going to be able to outspeed the Swallow. That was my thought process there. I didn't know if I could outspeed Swallow. Maybe he was Scarfed as well. So I switched into Cresselia to take a hit, and he switches back into Ferocity. And now that my Cresselia is poisoned, like, I was starting to think like it might not have much use anymore because now it's poison and it's eventually going to rack up. So I did switch into Gallade, maybe to hopefully get rid of the Ferocity, but he went with Protect, and yeah, I do get the Close Combat there. I got a critical hit, and I'm able to knock out the Ferocity, which is good. And I can't remember if I stayed in here. Yes, I did stay in here, and I actually do outspeed the Swallow, meaning he's not Scarfed, so I am able to knock him out with Close Combat. He goes into Electros now. I switched back into Steelix to take a Thunderbolt, because I predicted he was going to go for Thunderbolt. I rack up some HP with the leftovers with the Protect. I knew he was going to use Flamethrower, so I went with Protect. And I switch into Cresselia just to take some hits. Like, I can't really use him anymore. So I just set up some Trick Room. I set up Trick Room, try and go for an extra side shot, but he does outspeed me with Electros. So he is going to be able to knock out my Cresselia. And now I think I go into my Glade. Yes, I do. And I go with the close combat to hopefully knock out the Electros. But he does outspeed, or I think I kind of did it to myself because I set up Trick Room. So now he outspeeds me. So that kind of sucks. But I am able to knock him out with close combat anyway, and I lift the Thunderbolt with 57 HP. But he will be able to knock me out with Kecleon with Sucker Punch. So now I switch into Steelix, and I went with the Taunt, but looking back it was not a really good idea to use Taunt, like it was a waste of a turn, since it's a more offensively based Kecleon. It has Knockoff, Seismic Toss, and Sucker Punch. So I switch into Dusknoir now to get the burn on it, but he actually carries Magic Coat on his Kecleon, and I almost burned myself, but luckily I missed with it. And now I go with the Pain Split as he uses Knockoff, and my sub takes that. I made a misclick here with using Nightshade, since it has no effect on Kecleon. But the main reason why I switched into Dusknoir was to get the burn on the Kecleon. So I switch now into my Steelix to go for Earthquake and hopefully knock out this Kecleon. And I will on this following turn, and that will be good game. TwistySpinyAP. If you guys like this battle, leave a like rating and subscribe because it gets my channel noticed. And also check out Awesome23AP's channel. He does really good Pokemon Emerald narrations. I already mentioned that in the last video, but yeah. Until next time, peace out.